Greetings printmakers, we're back here. This step of the process I want to video here is when you're done applying the blue drawing fluid to the face side of the screen. This is the face side, it's flat. This is the well side, it has a indent. You want to be applying the blue screen filler to the face side of the screen. You want to let it dry to the touch. And when it's dry to the touch, it's ready to be coated with screen filler in the pickup at the O Building warehouse. You're gonna get an art kit. It's gonna have some things the college bought you and some stuff that I'm providing in the art kit that I'm putting in there. One of those things is a couple ounces of screen filler and drawing fluid. So now that I applied the drawing fluid to the face side of the screen, I'm ready to coat it with the red screen filler. So, convenient thing to make out of your squeegee. You can make a quick sort of emulsion coater. This will come in handy later too. So I'm just putting a little bit of tape on either side so that there's a little bit of a moat to catch this screen filler. Alright, so I have my little DIY screen coater. I wrapped up a cheesy paperback book so that my screen will be kind of sort of angled like this. I'm gonna put that right there. Got lots of drop paper to kind of clean up. This stuff is pretty messy. It's water based. I don't think there's a lot of dangerous chemicals in it. First thing you want to do is mix it well. Any separated screen filler can make your screen filler drawing fluid stencil kind of weak, but also don't shake it. You don't want a lot of air bubbles in here. You just want to, already making a mess. It's good to have a little bit of stuff to clean up. Clean stuff up right away. So take your time and thoroughly mix this stuff so there's no separated screen filler. It should all be the same color. If there's a little bit of white liquid on the top, just patiently mix that in. When it's all kind of mixed in, you should be ready to load it in your screen. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit in here, and I'm going to raise the screen. I'm just going to coat it all the way up. So I'm going to start like this. Just fill that up with screen filler. As much as I can fit it in there without it spilling out the sides. I'm going to raise this up, put this to the bottom of the stencil, and let some of that screen filler fall down, and I'm going to just coat it up. Alright, let it back down. Maybe I'll just go to the top. Okay. Save this screen filler. It's pretty useful stuff. You can use it to patch holes in any stencils you have later on. If you want to save some paper, you can kind of I don't like to spread the screen filler anywhere near the stencil, but away from it when you just want to close down paper, close down screen that you don't want to tape up later. You can just kind of like fill up the sides with that extra screen filler that's on here. But I really don't like to spread it anywhere near the stencil. But on the outsides, it's good to kind of make use of this extra screen filler. Try to keep any thick areas away from the important part, the image area of your stencil. Okay. Okay. Just kind of getting this thick area away from the important area. All right. There you go. Now you need to wash out any tools you used, got the screen filler on immediately, because it dries pretty fast and it's pretty strong. The only way to take it off is with a pressure washer and some citrus degreaser. Okay. Hey, bud. Okay, so now I need to let this dry. Now I need to let this dry until it's dry to the touch, at least an hour or two. Here's a tip: if you can apply the drawing fluid and the screen filler in a whole kind of one session, one half-day session, it'll work the best. But if you have to kind of like do each step maybe half a day at a time overnight, that works too, but do this process pretty quick. Don't apply the drawing fluid and wait 3 days and then apply the screen filler and wait a couple more days, so it'll be hard to wash out. And that brings me up to the next step. When this is all dry in an hour or two, I'm just going to take the hose in the backyard, get a little pressure on the water by putting my finger over the hose, and that blue area will wash out, the red area will stay, and I'll have open space in the screen that ink can come through wherever there is blue. Okay? Also, asterisk, wear some gloves. It's really hard to get off your hands. It's not super dangerous chemical, but you don't want to ingest it. You don't want to get a lot of stuff on your skin. So we'll see you in a couple hours.